Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. For today's video, it's a story time slash a rant, and this is how I stopped being friends with my ex-best friend. Now, where do I start? Okay, let's start from 10th grade year. So in high school, it was me and I had two best friends. Let's call one Chloe, one Tasha. Chloe and Tasha and me were the bestest of friends. We text every day. We check up on each other. When we get to school, we text each other and be like, hey, I'm at school. Where are you? How was your night? Da, 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 da. So when it came down to the ending of 10th grade, Chloe starts being fake to Tasha because she's like, oh, she prefers to hang with me more, da 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 da. She was supposed to have a sleepover with Tasha, but Chloe's like, oh, she doesn't want to hang with Tasha, and Tasha's being fake, and Tasha's this, Tasha's that. And I'm like, who is she talking about? Then I go and I tell Tasha. Then I was like, hey Tasha, did you hear Chloe was talking about this girl coming to her house and da 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 da? And she's like, what girl? The girl that's coming to her house. She's talking about me? Because I'm supposed to be the one that's supposed to sleep over at her. I'm like, what? Why would she be sitting here talking about Tasha? If me, Chloe, and Tasha are friends, why is she sitting there talking about her like that? Then they exchange messages, and then turns out Chloe doesn't go to Tasha's house, and Tasha and Chloe stop talking. Now let's fast forward to 11th. It's me and Chloe. We're the bestest of friends. We're there for each other. We have each other's backs. I tell her everything. She tells me everything. Now, when it comes towards the ending, I had this youth ministry I had at my church, and I invited Chloe. Excuse me. I invited Chloe, and she agreed to come, and we're there, and we both become worship leaders. Like, I'm lead singer, she's secondary, then there's other people that's a part of it too. So this lady comes, and she has about 4 sons, 1 daughter, no, excuse me, 3 sons, 1 daughter, 4 kids in total. And she comes to this ministry. She starts to get herself engaged, become a minister, or what do you call it? Mentor for the youth, just to help guide us in the Lord's ways. And one of the youth ministers that's like over the what you call it, the ministry, he corrects her son because he does something he's not supposed to. She gets offended and comes against our ministry. Couple months later, she starts texting Chloe like, oh, don't hang with Mel because Mel is bad, Mel is this, I have a bad feeling about her. And then Chloe takes a screenshot of the messages and sends it to me, and I read it, and I'm like, why is she sitting here talking about me like that? Like, what gives? Now, mind you guys that Chloe didn't really have a mom in her life. So the lady, Miss V, tried to like take her mom's place and become like more of a mentor to her, guide her. I know there was like a time where we had, what was it, roller skating for the youth. Like sometimes for youth night we go out, we have some fun, try to get something to eat. Everybody's going to the skating rink, But then Miss V offers to take her to Red Lobster with her family. Now right there, I knew something was wrong with her and she was trying to break her apart. Now, however, she keeps texting her and saying, oh, don't hang with me, don't this, don't don't have nothing to do with me because I'm a bad person. And Chloe keeps defending me, like back and forth. She's not like that, she's not like that, don't talk about her like that. She doesn't like when people try to offend me and stuff like that. And also, like, before all this happened with Miss V, there was a time where I ended up fighting at school, and Chloe saw it happening, but she didn't do nothing. And mind you, I was getting jumped. There was 2 girls coming at me at once, and she just stood there and watched. I should have dropped her that day because that shows me that she's not a friend. She don't really care. It seemed like she enjoyed me getting jumped. But anyway, I'll talk about that in another video. So, it comes towards what the ending of 11th grade, and is what ending of 11th grade. It's like the last days of school. I see that Chloe blocked me on Snapchat, and I'm like, why she blocked me on Snapchat? Like, that's awkward. That's pretty weird. Why did she do that? Then 2 weeks later, I see that she come to school, and I'm like, where is she at? She didn't text me. I checked my messages, I checked Snapchat, Instagram, my iMessage. She didn't text me. Then I see her in the hallway, and I'm like, hey, you didn't text me and tell me you're at school. That's pretty weird. She's like, she knows. I'm like, okay. I just played it off. I knew something was wrong. I know that our friendship was coming to an end, but like I really didn't want to accept it. But at the end of the day, I had to accept it, that we weren't gonna continue being friends. Also, when it was the last day of school, she turned around and looked at me and was like, oh, bye, Mel. See you later. And she said that as if she was saying goodbye, as in, like, you know, when somebody's saying bye to you and you know you're not gonna see him for a while or see him ever again, something like that. Yeah, that's what happened. That's what she did. And after that, we just didn't talk to each other. Nothing. We didn't text. We didn't call each other. I heard she was talking bad about me, and she was just ignoring me and all that. And like, you know, after spending time with someone for that long, expecting them to be your best friends, we telling each other, oh, we're gonna go to each other's weddings and we're gonna be each other's bridesmaids, and all that time we spent together was a waste. Now we're not even friends. We don't even talk to each other. Haven't seen her. And after a while, it did hurt me or whatever. It made me feel bad, and after a while I had to just get over it. I just had to accept that she didn't want to talk to me. She didn't want nothing to do with me, and I don't want nothing to do with her. She's an enemy now, because all that faking she was doing, acting like she was on my side when she wasn't, yeah, that's real fake. And that's another reason why I have trust issues, because it's like you let people in your life and you do a lot for them, you comfort them. All the times that I was there for her when she was going through stuff, and you just turn against me because of that lady. And also another thing with that lady, when she was coming to the ministry, she brought her kids and all that, like I mentioned earlier. And I let her sons and stuff play on my phone. I take care of them. I treat them as if they're my own brothers and sisters. And she turned all her kids against me. She turned my best friend against me. She is just not of God. That's what you call bad spirits. That's what caused that to happen. And yeah, that's about it. When it comes to picking and choosing friends, you want to be really careful who you're hanging around, because you never know who's gonna stab you in the back at the end of the day, who's really gonna be there for you when you're in a time of need. Just be careful with people you're hanging around with, because people mindsets be crazy nowadays. And yeah, now after that happened, I just kept my circle small. I don't even talk to a lot of people. I literally have like a couple friends. I only have 3 people I really talk to, and 2 ministers I really like, you know, help me and like get through stuff in life. But like I said, shout out to Kyla, Raphael, and Charles. Thank you guys for being there for me. You guys are like the bestest friends I have. And yeah, that's it for today's video, guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And have a good night, afternoon, day, wherever you are watching this video. See you in the next one, guys.